am the girl of my dreams. Hi. I just wanted to talk. It's currently 1:16 a.m. and I got to Gib Gab. You guys know how it is, night talks, the feelings that you may have, and like your night thoughts. I was like, girl, let's talk it out. I got a lisp because of my retainers, bonnets on, we're comfortable. Basically, I want to call this becoming the girl of my dreams. And yeah, we have things to talk about. Not like huge on labels, kind of, even though I think that they help us like kind of get through it and like motivate us. But that's what I'm gonna call this, becoming the girl of my dreams. Honestly, I think I have been doing that, but you know, there's next levels to becoming the girl of your dreams. And there's just like, there's so much to it. The type of person I want to be, the things I want to exude, the things I already exude, and like kind of making it the best version for myself and what makes me comfortable. The biggest thing for me right now is, and it has been ever since I've decided to care for myself genuinely, has been working out. I've been going consistently for almost 2 years now, and I'm very proud of myself. It showed me, A, how much discipline I actually do have, and B, how I don't like to not follow through with things. How I follow through with the things that I say I'm gonna do. For certain areas, that's where I'm gathering, is that when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm very careful with my words, because 100% of the time I mean what I'm saying when I say it. So what can you do? But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, life. I just turned 22. I'm obviously young, and there's so much more out there for me and life to happen or not happen, quite literally. There's so many steps just to like embodying the person you want to be, and a lot of people obviously can relate, because as a society we're just striving to be better, honestly. Some people aren't, and like, to each their own, truly. I know that I'm striving to be better, because for the longest time I didn't feel like I deserved quite literally anything, but even to be better or have things or take care of myself, but not on a physical need, on more so a mental need. I really do try to never show my mental state outwardly. I try my hardest to make sure I look like I have it together, because I think things should be dealt with by themselves. That's my theory. So that's kind of where that comes from. Like, I can definitely take care of myself outwardly in ways that some people may not. I definitely consider myself high functioning. As far as like depression, I'm not as depressed as I used to be, which is honestly a blessing. Like, obviously you struggle in life, and daily in life, quite literally life, and it just is what it is, unfortunately. But I say all that to say is, my real goal is honestly becoming the girl of my dreams, and that entails literally doing what I say I'm gonna do. I literally do, on my personal front, the things that, like I said, I can control my outside, what people see, perception is an issue. I'm not scared to admit that. I know that's like a scary thing, to admitting that you're like scared of perception, but here we are. Yeah, I'm sleepy is the real thing. I was ready to go to sleep, and then I was like, you know what, let me look on Pinterest, because that kind of is where things kind of, live their truth or whatever, because that kind of helps me fall asleep thinking about, I think it's a form of manifestation, your dream life and stuff, but I also am not trying to not be present, so that's a big thing, is not really dwelling too much on it, but also putting myself in that mindset of who and what I want to be and what there is. Crazy to say this now, because growing up, I literally have struggled mentally and physically, because I just never thought I would actually be here. And anytime anyone says that, it's like you're literally right here, how hard could it be? But it's literally insane. I did not think I was gonna be here. I still have milestones in my personal head of being here or not being here, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me that I'm here, and that I literally even have motivation and aspirations and a dream life to dream of in the first place. That is really mind-boggling to me, because saying that to say, my dream girl does have these goals and ideas and ambitions that she wants to do, but honestly, if we're gonna be completely honest, she's scared. That's what I really have to admit to myself. A lot of things are, you're not being very vulnerable with yourself and being honest with you know what it is. You just gotta say it out loud for it to make sense. And that's the truth, is that I'm literally scared of these things that I want. And it's crazy, because I'm like, girl, what? If you know me personally, or if you're just an outsider looking in, hey, but I really do struggle artistically with feeling like I'm enough. I don't know why I'm even doing this video, quite literally. I'm just up, and I really was finna start drawing because I was inspired for the first time in a long time. And then I was like, I literally knocked myself down so easily, and I was like, you know what? Let's try to find a different creative realm to dabble in tonight, because we're not gonna let this go, but I'm not gonna force me beating myself up. You know what I mean? So I was like, YouTube or a video. So here we are, video. But yeah, I literally beat myself up I'm pretty hard on myself for whatever reason when it comes to things that are closest to me. I can take it, honestly, when it's just normal stuff in a way, but things that are that I'm insecure about, that's just what it is. Things that you're insecure about. My insecurities aren't the traditional insecurities that when you think of insecurity, you'd be like, oh, their body or something, No, it's quite literally my abilities and stuff, and just having them doubt it. I can't really pinpoint a root to it or anything, but it's true, is that I have so much self-doubt in my artistic abilities and things that I create. Obviously situations happen and I can blame it on that, but I don't think it would ever really be that. But you know what? Now that the brain is turning, there's probably reasons. I was watching a YouTuber that I like, and she typically does vlogging and stuff, but she's trying to shift her content, even though people were there for her vlogging, but it's she just has more to say and deeper things to say. Obviously this is like, I'm a new platform and everything, so I can kind of curate whatever I want. But it's true, like I literally have things to say that I don't always say, or I just keep to myself, or I say things close or to the people closest to me. But you know, it's kind of hard when people are close to you because they can't really hear you in a way. Like, I know that you get what I mean, and I like to think no one takes it kind of personally. It's just true. No one's gonna get you like you. So yeah, I literally say, I say all that to say a lot, but I say that to say hi. Let's dive into actually like what I'm saying. I literally know that I speak in riddles, but I'm speaking very clearly. I do photography and I've done it for a long time. Honestly, considering I'm only 22, I've done it since I was like 14. I think I was 14. That's like 8 years. Or it's oncoming 8 years since I've started my captured time account. Crazy how things just happen. I don't think I'm a bad photographer at all. I quite literally do it for my job every day, and I forget that. And I forget about my freelancing kind of often too. People definitely reach out to me, and I do work that I don't necessarily post because it's so hard. I am not proud of anything that I do. Once it happens, I can be, but after a while, I'm not. And that's where I feel, I don't really know how I feel about that. But, yeah, it's just a lot of self-doubt with things and situations that have happened that have put these thoughts in my head. Someone who, this is so random and funny, it's kind of really irrelevant too, but it's relevant enough. In like my sophomore year, so I was like 2 years into photography. You know how everything's at the root. I was 2 years into my photography journey, and I was talking to this random person. I wasn't very interested in them, but you know, high school, right? Give things a chance. I was talking about my photography and how much I charged, and at the time it was just like $60. And he was like, oh, it's not even like worth it. And I was like, what? So yeah, that is kind of that, me literally bringing it up 7 years basically means that it affected me enough. And yeah, you know, I don't blame people, but if I had to pinpoint, you know, but honestly, just not everyone's gonna like what you do, especially when they're involved. And I've learned that a lot of things are like, everyone's just projecting, like quite literally. It's nothing should really be that personal. Everyone's projecting their insecurities onto you, or things that they don't like about themselves, or what they wish. If you think it's good, then it is, period. And I should quite literally take my own advice, but it's taken me a while to learn that. Same goes with tattooing, but not really. Tattooing is more so new. I started out doing it for myself, and then it kind of snowballed into people asking, and that kind of happened with photography. But with photography, I was more open because like I like taking pictures of people, you know. Obviously you have to tattoo on other people, but I could tattoo on myself. That was the self portion there. But yeah, those are my interests. I really enjoy it. So as my physical art goes, like the stuff on the walls, I have videos where I paint, my art vlogs and stuff, and graphics and stuff that I do. I really try to keep those tight. I post a little bit because I am pretty proud of like my abilities, but it's never enough for me. Because all these things I feel like I haven't had proper like training for, you know? Like I've just been pretty self-reliant on figuring all these things out myself. And I'm very proud and happy about that, but it does make me feel insecure, feeling kind of uneducated in these areas, even though, you know, like, you can research all day on YouTube, read books and stuff, and that is learning. But like, I just think I'm so structured in like a classroom or mentor type of way that I am like, how am I possibly doing something right, you know? And that is one thing I really want to get away from when it comes to becoming the girl of my dreams, is having all these self-doubts. I do great things, I do great work with whatever I decide to do, and that's up to me to decide as well what I let make me feel inferior. Honestly, that's what it is, and that is something I want to grow to do. Physically, I'm so grateful I get to take care of myself, like with the gym and like hygiene and beauty and the luxury of reading and books and access. And I'm just so grateful that I've learned that gratitude. That was a huge part of becoming the person that I am, but the person I want to be and continue to be, is literally seeing how grateful you are, or seeing how, just like, look around. Honestly, I've become so much more grateful and mindful. I've been pretty mindful with my words throughout my life, but with my actions and more intentional things, or avoiding certain situations, or knowing what to take from a conversation or not, because not everyone's going to be on what you're on. But it's like no reason to be like, blah 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 to a person, you know? You just gotta let it rock and take what you take, use it as a moment of reflection. There's quite literally so much in life that I don't even know. I don't know. But I've just learned so much gratitude for all my abilities. Like, I'm so grateful for it. But there's nothing wrong with me wanting more for myself and anyone wanting more for themselves. It's really important that you know that this is more than what we need. This is more. There's a bigger picture, whether you believe it or not. I'm pretty meta. I don't really talk to. I think I kind of talk in riddles in general, and I feel like you can get the vibe off of me. But I am pretty spiritual, and very open-minded, as well as very tapped into what I believe and what I like and myself, because I know myself and my soul and all things like that. This is kind of a stream of consciousness just coming out at this point. But yeah, I just like, there's so many things, and I just pray for this world, whether you believe in prayer or not. Like, it's just so much to deal with daily, and you may think it's so small and stupid for you to want to be better for yourself, or be like, oh, why am I doing this silly, stupid little thing? It's because it's your life. Like, it's nothing to play about. Like, we're all a part of this huge chain. You do affect someone, whether you like it or not. You know, if you have no one, know that if someone was to daydream about a person, and those things just line up to you, not to attach you to someone else's object of affection in their head, but someone is dreaming of you. You are a dream person, you know? Like, you just gotta keep that in mind. Like, I am my dream girl. Like, what? You know, like, you just gotta keep that perspective of whether you want to believe it or not, you're worth it, you know? And I completely understand if you don't get it. Like, it makes so much sense to me. I did go to therapy for a period of time, and one thing that we had talked about is like, why can I have these conversations, these thoughts and things? And my therapist was like, there's a lot of people who are like you, in the sense of like, you have to find your community, because I can't really find anyone who I can talk to like this completely. I definitely have people who are tapped in my life, but like, I like to keep it light, honestly. But yeah, it's just what it is. But in therapy, she had said it's not meant for everyone in this lifetime to be tapped in like that. That's how I took it, and I completely understand that, and I took it for what it is. I don't really have to question why or anything like that, because that's not my prerogative. I just took it for what it is because it makes sense to me. But yeah, so this is honestly just a stream of consciousness of becoming the girl of my dreams, because I am the girl of my dreams, period. Whether I want to believe it or not, but I believe it. I am. Like, what? Who else is going to be your dream person other than yourself? You're just like kind of projecting and putting these things on a person that you don't know. If we're gonna think like that, like, who's gonna be your dream person, it better be you, So honestly, just striving to be better and things like that. Pray for the world and all these things around us, because we really are one, and it's so heartbreaking that this is what our unity is, a bunch of brokenness. And I'm really just going different topics, like Free Palestine. Like, it's just so much. I don't get how people don't get it, but I understand it's not meant for everyone. That's all I can say. Like, it's just not meant for you to understand this. And I'm not trying to be all like on nobody's wee. It's just true. Like, it's just not meant for you to get if you're wondering why. This is something I definitely had to learn, and this has grown. I've grown so much. Like, it's insane. I've become a literal different person as far as my mindset, but I'm always gonna be me. Like, you are who you are. Once you pop out your mom, like, it's crazy. Like, you're who you are. It's crazy. My, like, literally 4 years ago, obviously 4 years ago was hard for everybody, but I've quite literally grown so much. And it just shows me so much perspective on myself, because I used to get like very upset in a irrational way about things out of my control. Like, the world, literally the state of the world is out of your control, but there is stuff you can do about it, okay? There is. Don't get it twisted. There's definitely things you can do about it, but that anger that you feel, fueling it in the right way, there's not like a right or wrong way, but fueling it in the actual right way, that is like finding your center, so you can have that inner peace and it not be out of place of fear or threat or just negativity. Honestly, not out of that place that is from a place of love. Not to be like corny, but it quite literally is from a place of love. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Becoming my dream girl is a lot more than just these physical things, but it definitely is these physical things. I know that, like, if this video does pop up for you, hi, I do keep it pretty light on here. I just like visuals and talking here and there, living my life. But I'm feeling a little deep tonight, so I hope you did enjoy this video and just being here. It's 1:43 now, so we've definitely done almost 30 minutes of chit chat. But I love you guys so much. Let me know what you want to see. I might throw these in from time to time, but this isn't really my main focus, but it's not who I am, so it will be here for y'all's viewing pleasure. I genuinely enjoy makeup and beauty, clothing, art, tattoos, all the above, so stay a while if that's what you're into as well. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy for y'all to be here, and let's just keep it pushing and fueling the world with more love. Corny as it is, it's true. If you lead with love and just kind of remove yourself from the situation and see it for what it is, then it could be a little better. Not everything's gonna be great. Fact of the matter. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here in my comfortability, in my comfort bubble, getting vulnerable and close and real. I could definitely talk more, but I'm gonna shut up. See, if I can't